What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
I stepped into the grandeur of Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano, expecting a luxurious retreat in the heart of Italy. But, oh, how my dreams were shattered. As I entered my room, I was greeted by an air conditioner that seemed to be on strike, refusing to provide even a hint of coolness on that sweltering 23-degree day. I called the reception, only to be met with a cavalier response: "We're still in winter, dear." Winter? In Milano? It felt like I was trapped in a never-ending sauna. The furniture, old and worn, seemed to be straight out of a bygone era, not in a charming, vintage way, but in a we haven't bothered to update our decor since the 80s kind of way. And don't even get me started on the staff. Rude, unhelpful, and completely devoid of any semblance of customer service skills. It was as if they were trying to make me feel unwelcome, like an unwanted guest in their home. But, I digress. The air conditioner, or lack thereof, was just the beginning of my woes. When I asked to switch rooms, they offered me a smaller one, as if downsizing my living space would somehow make up for the subpar amenities. I mean, who does that? It's like offering a consolation prize for a failed experiment. And then, there was the buffet breakfast. Oh, the buffet breakfast. A spread that promised the world but delivered a sad, limp excuse for a meal. The food was stale, the drinks lukewarm, and the pastries, well, let's just say they were an affront to the very concept of Italian cuisine. It was like they had outsourced the culinary duties to a group of sleep-deprived college students. But, what really took the cake was the incident with the stolen money. 900 euros, gone, vanished into thin air. And the hotel's response? A shrug, a sorry, not sorry attitude, and a complete lack of accountability. It was as if they were saying, "Hey, you're on your own, pal. Don't leave your valuables unattended, or else." I wandered the halls, feeling like a lost soul, searching for someone, anyone, who could help me rectify this situation. But, every door I knocked on led to nowhere. Every face I encountered was a blank slate, devoid of empathy or concern. It was like I was trapped in some kind of surrealist nightmare, where the rules of reality no longer applied. And then, there were the sockets. Oh, the sockets. Broken, faulty, and completely useless. I mean, what's the point of even having a socket if it doesn't work? It's like installing a door without a handle, or a window without glass. Just, why? As I sat in my room, surrounded by the detritus of a failed vacation, I couldn't help but think of all the ways in which Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano had failed me. The broken air conditioner, the rude staff, the terrible food, the stolen money, and the broken sockets. It was like they had taken every possible aspect of a hotel stay and turned it on its head. I asked myself, how could a place so beautifully situated, so steeped in history and culture, be so woefully inept? It was like they were hiding behind their 4-star rating, thinking that it would somehow shield them from criticism. Newsflash, it isn't. As I packed my bags, ready to leave this nightmare behind, I couldn't help but wonder, what's the point of even calling yourself a hotel if you can't provide the basics? It's like calling yourself a doctor without knowing how to perform surgery, or a chef without knowing how to cook. Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano, you failed me. You failed me in every way possible. And, I'm not going to let you get away with it. I'm going to tell the world, to shout it from the rooftops, to make sure that no one else falls victim to your inadequacies. So, dear readers, don't make the same mistake I did. Avoid Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano like the plague. Trust me, you won't regret it. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you had a similar experience at this hotel? Share your story with me in the comments below. Let's expose this place for what it is, a sham, a scam, and a complete waste of time and money. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can ensure that hotels like Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano are held accountable for their actions. And, who knows, maybe one day, they'll learn to provide a decent air conditioner. Script content. Oh, you know, I was just looking around Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano, like, seeing what's happening there. And, like, wow. Not great, you know? Tourists come here thinking it's just pretty buildings and shopping, but, like, some of these businesses, they play games. Not fun games. Bad ones. So like, shops in this area? Some of them, they do this thing where they trick you into paying more. Like, you buy something, and the price changes at the register. Or they give you fake change, you hand them a 50, and suddenly they say you gave them a 10. And you're confused, and they act all innocent, and you just lose money. What do you do then, huh? You already paid. You don't speak Italian. You just walk away sad. And they keep doing it because, like, who stops them? And then, oh, the street sellers near the hotel, they're so friendly. Until they shove bracelets on your wrist and then scream at you for money. You took it. Now pay. And you didn't even want it. They just grab you. And, like, what can you do? Fight them? No. You pay because you're scared. And they laugh. They know. They know tourists won't fight. Oh, and the worst? Fake petitions. Sweet old ladies or students, they come up to you near the hotel, all sad eyes, asking you to sign for deaf children or something. And then, bam, while you're writing, their friend picks your pocket. Or they demand a donation and get mad if you say no. Like, how evil is that? Using kids to steal? Ugh. Makes me sick. And, like, what happens to the tourists after? They just feel stupid. And scared. And they don't trust anyone anymore. And the scammers? They just find new people. Because nobody stops them. And the police? They try, but there's always more. Always. So yeah. Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano is fancy, but the streets around it? They play dirty. Be careful. Or they'll take your money and your trust. And then you just go home. Sad. The dark truth about businesses near Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano. The businesses near Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano are, to put it mildly, a masterclass in disappointment. If you've ever wondered what happens when high prices, bad service, and tourist exploitation collide, congratulations, you've found the epicenter. This is not a place for the hopeful traveler. This is a place where wallets go to die and patience is tested like a medieval trial. Let's start with the shopping experience. Luxury here is just a word people shout while charging you triple for basic things. Galleria Vittorio Emanuele too should be a glittering paradise of Italian elegance. Instead, it's a chaotic circus of overpriced goods and confused customers. Imagine buying something, only to realize the store's idea of customer service is ignoring you, for months. One visitor tried to exchange an item, only to be led in circles until the return period expired. And then there's the issue of safety. Multiple reports of pickpockets, zero visible security, and a police station so backed up, filing a report takes longer than some marriages. The vibe? A fancy-looking trap where you pay to be stressed. Now, relaxation. You'd think a spa would be a spa. But QC Termemilano is less about serenity and more about influencer photo shoots. Crowds so thick you'd think it's a Black Friday sale, phones everywhere, saunas treated like Instagram studios. People don't come here to unwind, they come here to pose. And good luck complaining to staff who seem to have perfected the art of indifference. Stolen bathrobes, empty product dispensers, flickering screens, it's like they took every spa flaw and turned it into a business model. Hungry? Yokohama Sushi promises an authentic experience but delivers expired fish, glacial service, and an owner who takes personal offense if you dare to ask questions. One family waited an hour just to get a few plates, before their toddler's meltdown forced them to leave. Another diner claims their allergy request was met with intentional spicing. It's not a restaurant. It's a culinary hostage situation. Need coffee? Cafes Torrefazione specialty coffee might have decent beans, but good luck getting served without a side of attitude. Racist undertones, unexplained closures, prices that make you question if gold flakes are secretly stirred in. This place treats customers like inconveniences. Even the coffee isn't good enough to justify the drama. Nightlife? The Club Milano is where fun goes to suffocate. Foreigners rejected at the door, aggressive security, a VIP experience that involves being shuffled around like luggage. One guest in a wheelchair was kicked out for daring to stand and dance. Another was extorted for a bribe just to enter. The music described as a playlist from Hell's Waiting Room. And finally, Camperino in Galleria, a bar where the staff treat you like you've crashed their private party. Racism allegations, ignored requests, a soccer tort so stale it could have been baked during the Habsburg Empire. One couple sat under a blazing heat lamp for 30 minutes while staff pretended not to hear them. The cocktails might be strong, but the resentment is stronger. Summary for travelers: if you're staying near Hotel Dei Cavalieri Milano, brace yourself. You'll pay too much for too little, fight for basic service, and leave wondering if the entire area is a social experiment. The only winning move? Lower expectations to subterranean levels, or just walk farther away. Milan is beautiful. This pocket of it? A cautionary tale.